Alright, hello, this is the General Manager D. Davis. This is another episode of WWE Break Time, and I'm here with the current Divas Champion, Rihanna.
Hi!
Hello. Now, how you been?
I've been good.
That's good. Alright, I'm going to be asking you a couple questions. How did you feel when you signed your first contract to enter in the WWE?
I was particularly nervous because I'm just a flyer and and I'm not particularly that strong. But I realized later that I was very strong.
Yes, you debuted 2013, and, you were just, being shown around the ropes, and then you, crossed with, Rash. How did you feel when you found out, one of your long best friends, was in the roster?
I was particularly excited because I know Rash is a very, very energetic girl.
Yeah, and, your boyfriend, Ryan, was also in the roster.
What'd I do?
He was, you didn't,
Yeah,
it
that's
wasn't my
him.
fault.
It's not.
No, it wasn't.
No, we know.
Okay. just
Okay.
clean that up.
Yeah, okay, that was,
It was Dee's fault.
that was,
Ryan, we're doing an interview.
That's nice.
Leave.
yeah, that was
Not
her,
my fault.
that was her boyfriend, former champion, former 2-time Royal Rumble winner. Yeah. Anywho,
Undefeated.
almost
I'm
undefeated.
sorry.
No,
He has
no,
a
I'm
brain
undefeated.
trauma.
Those times when I was defeated, those didn't actually count because they were practice matches.
Yeah, there'll be an episode with him coming soon. Anyways,
I'm terribly sorry. He has brain trauma.
ooh, bars. Anywho, so yeah, and then later in your career, you also bumped into Ivania, Christina. So, would you say you felt more comfortable as you found out more of your friends have entered in the Divas division?
Well, of course, I was more familiar with them, and it wouldn't feel as much as well. I wouldn't feel as bad as throwing them down.
All right. And fast forwarding throughout your career, you debuted in 2013. You've won a couple matches. You haven't been able to reach up to the Divas title picture, but you actually made a name for yourself for the Queen of the Ring tournament. Before you made it to the semis, you faced Christina in the semis. You didn't really quite make it because Christina basically came out of nowhere and you came up short. How did you feel when you were this close of touching that crown to become Queen of the Ring?
I was very, very compelled to be like, no, that was a cheap move. But she really did get me.
Yes, and after that, 2014, went a little vacation, hung out with your boyfriend and all, and you come back 2015, came back better, stronger, and you actually went through NXT, and even though you won the NXT Women's Championship once, but then, some mishap happened, and then you were just automatically put to the main roster. How did you feel when you were back with the main divas on the main roster of Raw and SmackDown?
I felt very much at home.
That's good. And then, months later, you finally became the #1 contender for the Divas title against Rash. Now, how did you feel when you knew you had to face her in the pay-per-view battleground for the title?
I was more concerned with other things at the moment. Probably I was a little distracted during the match, but I got back into the swing of things, and it was a lot of fun because I know Ronnie, and Ronnie knows me, and when the two of us were in the ring together, it's more of how am I going to clown on her later that day.
Ooh, all right. And then, the feud, got a little hype. You won the Divas title for the first time in 3 years of your career. How did you feel once you felt that title wrap around your waist?
I was like, I have some nice bling.
Yep, and then, the feud got more rowdy. Rash wanted a rematch, and you gladly accepted it. And out of the other two pay-per-views that you faced each other, you've retained. How did you feel that you were able to retain it not once, but twice and keep the title. How did you feel? What was going through your mind?
I was relieved. I was able to continue what I was doing, and I was proved to myself that yes, I did deserve this.
All right. And last question. How long do you think you're going to keep the title? Because the next person that's already up for grabs is Yasmin. Not Yasmin Adams. We have another Yasmin in the Divas division. What do you think is going to happen? Will you be able to, will you be able to go through all the obstacles to retain the title? Or do you think something's going to be a bump in the road?
Well, I've heard a lot of good things about Yasmin, and I am very excited to see her and fight toe-to-toe with her. I think it'll be very exciting.
All right. And, well, that'll be it. Thank you for being in this episode. And this is, once again, the current reigning Divas champion. And this has been Break Time with your general manager, D. Davis. We will see you next time.